The day was spent on the Sakuini River with no net landfall. Later in the afternoon they had an ice demonstration, and that evening was the formal dinner. The black line shows where we cruised for the day after leaving Quebec City. Carol and Barbara on an upper deck looking at the scenery. This river or fjord is known as a good place for whale watching. Several hours into the river, we came up to this statue, and they start playing Ave Maria on the PA system. The traditional ice carving demonstration was held on deck that afternoon. The evening was in formal dress, starting with the captain's welcome party. Here the tourists are at the formal party waiting to get their picture taken. And here's the picture taken by the formal picture taker for a fantastic price. The captain and his crew leaving the party to go back to work. The four travelers getting ready for their fantastic dinner. The ladies look happy. And the roving musicians even entertained us. Nothing much happened Saturday as we were cruising the North Atlantic. The only thing was a show on how they cooked and a tour of the kitchen on the ship. The red line shows the progress we made the next day. Here we have the master chef and his boss giving away some of their secrets. After the show, we were given a tour of the kitchen where they make over 3,000 meals a day. Some of the decorations that they were preparing. Our ice fish sculpture again. Over 5,000 items, rolls, pies, and cakes are cooked in the bakery each day. On Sunday at about 8 a.m. we arrived at Halifax, Nova Scotia, then took the tour bus to Peggy's Cove. The green line shows our progress to Halifax. As we approached the dock, we could see the new cruise ship, Queen Mary II. We were docked behind this ship, which is about twice the size of Queen Mary I. As we were docking, this tugboat converted to a tour boat watched the activity. We are now on the bus leaving Halifax heading towards Peggy's Cove. Here is the lighthouse at Peggy's Cove, one of Canada's most popular photographic attractions. The lonely lighthouse stands atop a granite outcrop. Here I am with the two lovely ladies. Here are several more pictures of the lighthouse and surrounding scenery. Located near the lighthouse was the souvenir store and restaurant. There was even an English telephone booth by the restaurant. Down from the restaurant was the village of Peggy's Cove. This village is little changed from the early 1900s. Some more pictures of the picturesque fishing village. After the lighthouse tour and coming back to the ship, we took the harbor walk along the docks adjacent to the ship, looking back at the Regal Princess while walking down the docks. If you were old, infirm, or lazy, you could get one of these rickshaws that were pulled by the local college kids. Walking back to the ship, looking out over the harbor as the ship prepares to leave. After leaving Halifax, we followed the Brown Line to St. John, New Brunswick. After getting off the boat at about noon, we hired a private taxi to take us around the St. John's area. He then dropped us off at the city market. That white tent contained souvenirs and art stuff that you could have bought. Our driver first took us up to this gun emplacement and watchtower that was built in the late 1700s. From the tower, you had a very nice view of the port and town. Here we are at one of the provincial parks around the town with our taxi driver Cato, earrings and all. The tide was in the process of receding from this bay, as can be noted by the debris on the side. The tourists at one of the overlooks, and this is what they were seeing. After visiting the park, we then went to another fort overlooking the town. That's Tom up there. Here are some views of the city from that observation post. The taxi dropped us off at the city market downtown, which is connected to several malls going towards the ship, which was a half a mile away. Here you could get fresh fruit, vegetables, meats, and souvenirs. This is the interior of one of the malls that was connected to the city market. When exiting the mall, you found yourself down by the dock. A moose trying to attract buyers for the souvenirs. The ship waiting for all the passengers to return after spending money.